Yo, wow, here's a bit of a mess. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. How are you doing? Looks a little better. Have I tried Jumptown 2.0 yet? No, not yet. I haven't had that much time to play the last couple days, pretty much since since Christmas. So I haven't, no. And I actually think that the Ninetales lockdown is going on at the moment. But we're not going to do I was considering doing Ninetales, but I just want to, you know, sit down and do some mining. And again, since Ninetales is a bit combat focused, I don't know. I'm still getting used to the new controls and fiddling around with settings and that kind of stuff. So yeah, that's still ongoing. But so therefore today, I'm just gonna go and do some very simple mining. I did a similar stream last time. I'm gonna focus more on planet-side mining today since I've been trying it out. I'm having some decent luck. There's a bit more variety in Layla compared to going to something like Curl 3. So I might have to be. I'm still tuning in like how picky you need to be with the rocks. What a good optimization is between time spent prospecting and time spent mining. But that's something we can talk a lot more. Not a lot more about once we go out. Is the new camera setup permanent or temporary? It's gonna be. I'm still moving things around, but it might be very similar to what it is now in terms of the new camera setup. And I know it's a little bit more zoomed in. Usually I would be zoomed out like this, but as you can see now, because first of all we have a microphone there, but also because I'm sitting a lot further away from the desk than I used to. Now I will be sitting here when I'm playing, whereas usually I would probably be closer in like this. If I'm closer in like this, it's not a problem. But as I'm moving further away, my microphone actually there. You can see I put the monitor forward a little bit, and yeah. So in order to compensate for that, I'm just zooming in to just crop the monitor out of view, like so. There are still some things being moved around here, so we'll see. And when I have finalized the actual flight setup, then I might begin to look at like so. I don't want to begin moving cameras around until I am 100% certain where I want all my flight equipment. And I'm still waiting for some pieces that's currently in back order at Virpal. But once all that's in place, then I might begin to look into making something more adjustable with the camera. I was considering actually, because my monitor is mounted on a monitor arm, so it's not really touching the table. So I was actually considering mounting the camera directly to the monitor. So when I was sitting further back, I would just move the monitor forward and remove the camera with it. Problem is the camera is quite heavy, and I don't know if the monitor arm can handle it. But I guess it's worth a try. See if it can actually handle both the heavy monitor as well as a camera on top. How's the plant life in the fish? I've not been too good at keeping up with it. It is a little dry. I did have it out a couple of days ago, but it's drying up so quickly. But it's still there, but it is a little dry to look at right now. But it's still, I'm doing my best, but I'm not good with plants. I might have to replace them with something else, something maybe a little bit easier to keep. Plastic plants are easy to keep. See, the thought has struck my mind. Yeah, a little Thargoid lizard in there. If I can't keep a plant alive, what's the odds of getting a 3D printed dolphin? Yeah, I think there are lots of options for what you can put in there. But I think we're just going to jump in game and we're going to do some mining and we're going to make some money and credits because we need credits. I've really been considering what I should save up for next as my next ship. I'm pretty well covered right now. I recently bought a Constellation Taurus. So I now have a decent transport ship for moving all my quantinium around. That means my whole mining setup is now pretty well covered. All my mining needs is well covered in the game. I have a bunch of different combat ships, different sizes as well. So I'm actually considering just saving up and rebuying the 890. It's a lot of mining, but I don't mind mining. That's right, an ion. I might actually. That's a really good point. I might actually go. I don't have the ion. I might actually go and get an ion first, and then go for the 890 afterwards. I don't know. A Starfarer, that is also an option. Right now, I'm just collecting money, basically. Is it completely destroyed, the ion? I know they've been rebalanced a lot, but I don't know if it's actually still flyable. Well, obviously it's flyable, but usable. Ion sucks. Oh, that's sad. It was such a fun ship. I really liked it. With the server resistor, you have to buy everything that isn't in your broad my hangar. Yes, you do. Oh, what pad were we on? Pad 2. Helmet check. Oh, no helmet. Okay, we should wait until we are at the elevator here so we can put on a helmet before we die and suffocate in space. There's this annoying bug going on at the moment where every time, at least for me, every time I log out and log back in, my helmet disappears. It's so annoying. So what I have done now is I just bought all the helmets. So I have a ton of helmets now. So now, even if a helmet should disappear on me, I just have spares. Luckily, that did register, right? Yes, it did. That would make... Yeah, I mean, last time it definitely was a lot of... Last time I did one of these live streams, the Get Rich or Die Mining, it was more... Get rich and die mining deal. Wow, what has happened to this ship? It's all burned. That ladder is super damaged. I swear that wasn't me. It's only the ladder though, the rest of the ship looks okay. Meh, it's probably fine.
Weapon engines on. Hydrogen fuel at 75%. Landing gear up.
Their private groups have been rabid. Yeah, I know, but I hope that they all preoccupied with Ninetales and Jumptown and all that stuff. But I will be careful.
Thank you.
Just gonna go and find ourselves a mining spot here. Looks like...
Attention. The recent illegal blockade of a station in Crusader space has been concluded. As we continue to work to bring those responsible to justice, please use extra caution as you resume normal travel.
Okay, so the Ninetales event just ended. That can be good and bad. That can mean that now people are bored, they're gonna be looking for other people to kill. And for that I would be a prime target. Same, you still need the same stick? Yes, I am, but there's been some changes. I'm now running dual sticks and I'm still getting used to it. I'm not that good with it yet. Again, as I said in the beginning, I haven't had the time to do a lot of light hours. So I don't really have the... It's not muscle memory yet. Or they played 6 hours and log off now. That's also an option, that they say, okay, now that's over, I'm going to do something else. Looking to start mining in Star Citizen soon. Don't have a mining ship yet, but I'm renting a prospector. A good way to start off and making enough money to pay for the rental and make some product. But is renting a prospector a good? So the problem with renting a prospector is you can't change the laser, so you will be forced to use the stock laser. That means you shouldn't expect to do continuum mining, and that's where the real money is. So what I would actually suggest you do is you run around and do some basic combat missions. There you can either just do straight up bounties, or you can go to the Hurston area and see if you can find some of those halt illegal surveillance missions. Because it pays like 20,000 per mission, and the mission takes 5-10 minutes to complete. Super simple. And I would say, if you're looking to get into mining, start actually by doing... Either you could go and I mean, if you want to do mining, what I would recommend you do is you don't like to do combat. I would recommend that you rent something like a Cutlass Black maybe, and then rent a rock, and then go and do surface mining. I know it's a little difficult to find the rocks at the moment, but I think I haven't tried it in this patch, but I think it's still good. But I really think the fastest way, if you just want to get into the real laser mining, would be to just go and do some combat until you have enough money to buy yourself a prospector. And then buy the prospector. Because then, once you have it, then you can begin to change out the laser, and so you can actually get the lancet head, and you can begin actually mining continuum without blowing everything up in your face.
Quantum travel complete.
Have no luck. I have had a lot of luck here. I'll show you. We talked about it in the last live stream, but there is a trick to it. How you detect the rocks and you find it really, really quick. You don't have to go and scan every rock, because Quantinium has to spawn, or often here spawns in clumps of 2 or more rocks at a time. So if you see a double ping where you get 2 rocks in one signal, then you're almost certain to get Quantinium. Now you just have to be lucky that the rocks have some decent size and a decent percentage of Quantinium in them and all that stuff. And you also need to know where to kind of look. So what we're looking for are, let's just turn this thing off, are big flat areas in between mountainous areas. So you can see we have some mountainous areas over here, and then we have some relatively big flat areas over here. So I'm thinking what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to go down here in that direction, and then begin looking there. And then stay towards the areas that is partly covered in snow. Not the fully snow-covered areas, but for the areas that are partly covered. So you can see here I already have found 3 rocks below me. Those are not what I'm looking for though, because they are only single signals. They are only a single rock per signal, as far as I can see. Yeah, see, that's 1 rock there, 1 rock there, and there's 1 rock over there. And these are, they can... Oh, there wasn't the mining. Wasn't mining I was looking for the scanner here.
Mining mode off.
There we go.
Landing gear down.
So you can see there is spooling complete. What does that mean? Spooling is when you basically charge your quantum drive. If you're from Elite, then it's equivalent to your frameshift drive or Super Cruise. So when you have to charge it up in order to jump. Here this doesn't automatically start. Well, am I in VTOL? I shouldn't be in VTOL. No, but my landing gear is still down.
Landing gear up.
So there again. Oh, did you see that? We got... There's actually some surface diamonds there. Do you see that? I got 2 pings from that one over there. So that means there should be 2 rocks over here. I got 2 of those little flashes of light from this one. That tells me that there is a really good chance that these 2 rocks are quantinium. And I know that before I have even reached the rocks, and I'm not gonna bother scanning them. Not before I've confirmed that they are in fact quantinium. We got a single signal out to our right. You can see here we got, in fact, did get 2 rocks. Let's get some lights on them. Slow, so you can see, look at those, look at those. This is quantinium. They have this red patches on it. That means we found ourselves some quantinium. So we can go ahead and
Mining mode on.
give these rocks a scan, see what we find. And now we just have to hope for a decent size. 3.5 and 12%. That's... Or is it 3.6? 3.6, sorry. And 12%. That's a little low. That's not a... That's a small rock with a small percentage, so I'm not gonna really go for that unless this one is good as well. 4.4, but I can see from the window there's gonna be very little quantinium in that, so I'm actually gonna pass on this. We jump back in the scanner, even though you don't necessarily have to.
Mining mode off.
But I'm gonna keep in this area here. And we're gonna look for more double ping signals. So there's a single ping. Only a single ping. 12%, yeah, that might be crackable with a single hole. Was that a double ping? No, it's a single one. And these 2 are separate. These 2 are separate signals. We can go close to them. And we can confirm that these are not quantinium. Oh, we already have the lights on. So you can see this rock is more of a grayish color, and it doesn't have those red patches, so there's no quantinium in that one. Go to this one. Single ping over there. I'm pretty sure we're gonna get the same deal here. Yeah, see that? Grayish rock with no red patches, so no quantinium in all these single pings. So we're gonna keep looking. Just basically fly around. And the good thing about prospecting like this, and we don't even need to have the scanner open actually, but the good thing about prospecting this way, where we're not actually pinging, is pinging makes you very, very easy to detect. People can see you for kilometers away when you fire off an active ping. So by not pinging, but instead just passively scanning like this, I'm scanning a smaller area, but I'm also being a lot harder to detect at range, making it safer for me, especially when we have pirates flying around. So again, single rocks. About to get into night. We reached the mountain, so I'm gonna follow the edge of the mountains here. I don't want to go up over the mountains, as quantinium seems to be spawning a lot more on the flat surfaces here. We have one here. Oh, what happened there? I had a signal and then it disappeared. I had a signal right here. That was weird. Whoops. See, not finding a lot back here. about to say, that's really weird, as this area is so vacant of anything. So I think, yeah. I think these would be all be, even though they are relatively close, I think they're all individual signals. Yeah, see that? That's not right. This one, oh, that's actually a continuum rock, so as you can, oh. I think that was a double ping out there. But that was actually a continuum rock, so as you can see, they do spawn as individual rocks. They're just much more likely to be continuum when you have the double ping. So let's just scan this one.
Mining mode on.
See what we get. Big windows, there's not a lot in that. 2%, doesn't matter. I think that without there was a double ping, I'm not sure.
Mining mode off.
No, that's just a single rock. Gonna fly across to the mountains out there at the horizon. Just gonna quickly visually identify the rock as we fly by it. That's not a continuum rock. Yeah, 2 pings, but they're both single pings. 3 pings, all single pings. Or single rocks. Again, I'm not visually expecting all of them. There. Let's go and make an inspection of this one. Nope. Maybe I should just have picked up that rock in the beginning. Just found it to be relatively easy to find. So we get here. Coming in slow. That looks like a non-continuum as well. Yeah, you can see that. All gray. No red markings on it, so there's no point in that. Ping over there. So right now, when I don't have any double pings, I can just basically fly from single ping to single ping until I get a double ping. Then go for that. I am on the moon. Let me just show you here. Oh, not Arc Corp. That moon here, called Lyria. Yeah, back mining. We're gonna do some surface mining. We might go up to Halo later, just to see if there's anything fun going on out there. What are you? Oh, that's a signal. You are not continuum. Oh, look at that. There we go. Oh, we found a whole cluster of them over here. That is nice. And a cluster this big is likely to be Quantinium. And usually when you have these big clusters, there will be a lot of small rocks with like anywhere between 2 and 5% Quantinium. Yeah, look at that. Look at those red spots there. This is what we're looking for. Usually you will get a lot of rocks with 2 to 5% Quantinium, and they're usually not really worth it in my mind to even crack open. But this one has a big window, so that means it's low percentage. Let's go for the next one, see what we have here. Hopefully we get some high mass. Yeah, 3 points. So this one has a lot in it. Percent-wise, 42% in that one. So even though this is only a 3.6 mass rock with a 42% Quantinium, it's definitely worth cracking that one. We're just gonna check all of them. And see if we got anyone. See, again, big window. So 2%er, not worth it. And I have a feeling the rest of these is just gonna be low value, 2%, 2 to 5% rocks. Where's this marker again? There it is. Well, that 42, so again, big window, nothing. A little bit of a shame that the rock wasn't heavier than it was. Ah. No, look at that one. Well, it's actually a relatively small window. It's not... That could be good too. 5,000. Ooh, and 48%. Hello, space jitter. Jesus, 48%. On a 5,000 mass rock. Ah, come on. I hate this. Why you do this? There we go. Oh, this one is small too. Another 20, 34. Jesus, this is the situation where Wizard was in a mole or something. I'm not gonna be able to carry half of this. I think this little patch here is gonna be 2 to 3 prospectorfuls. Yeah, nothing in that one. Okay. Let's move ourselves in range. There we go. Nice and close. Turn that knob down. Start the laser. And let's begin the mining. Now the interface here is still super annoying. And it's really, really hard to see. I don't know if it's easier with the lights on. Sometimes you can see, yeah, we can kind of see the drop shadow from the interface charging up. It's really, really difficult to see. But it is there. And you know what? We are actually going to speed up the process and we're going to use a torpedo here. I don't have searches. I should go and get some searches. But... you can solo a mole. It's a little difficult, but you can. Okay, it is building up. We're about halfway up to the window now, so right now it's just a waiting game. This is where search is really speeded up, so we can basically just jump over all this charging up and just give it those 40% boosts. No, the progress bar is better in space. It's definitely more difficult to see because it's easier to see it on a dark background. That's why I sometimes like to turn off the light, because it makes it easier to see. But if you're mining in daylight, you obviously don't have that luxury of being able to just flip a switch and then there's no light. We're gonna run out of torpedoes here, but I think we can make it the rest of the way without a torpedo. There we go, torpedoes over. And now we are almost in the window. In the window, stampede. And now we need to be careful not to overcharge it. Pull back on the laser a little bit. There we go. Perfect. Reverse up. Let's get some light back on. Okay, now I'm guessing a lot of these fragments is already now going to be 100%. So we're just going to find those and crack those open. See that one? Oh, do we actually have... Oh, this is going to be really good. We want to have all the continuum in as few fragments as possible, so we get as high percentage as possible. So seeing all these fragments with no continuum in it just means the other one's going to have so much more in it. Look at that, 95% in this one. We're going to get the laser back online, get some power in it. We're not going to go to 100% because now the fragments are a lot smaller. So we need to be a lot more careful with our laser power here. Gonna turn it up to... Okay, that is now over, that's fine. Okay, so I think this is gonna be... Oh, hold on. Oh, that's fast. Pull that back a little bit. Keep it at around 30%. Seems too high. Maybe 25 is good. Nope, we're going critical, going way down here. Use some power, 20%. Whoa, 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 whoa. Pulling back here. Letting that thing cool off a little bit. And let's push back in again, let's try that again. That got a little bit too interesting here. Okay. So I think we need to go down to like 15%. It is very unstable. Unstable? Unstable. It's instability, but it is unstable. That's... English is a weird language. Okay, let's try that again. Okay, 23%. It is jumping all over the place. This one is gonna be, it's gonna be interesting. %. 15% looks good so far, a little high. Going out to 6, pull it back slowly. 11%. Okay, that's better. I like it here. Going down, going back up to 15. No, we're losing it. Come on. The instability here is insane. There we go, we're back in the green. Pull it back down. Back down, 12%. Going slightly critical. Pull it back again. No, 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 not that much, not that much. No, don't lose it again. We're losing it again. Back down to 11%. Okay. Oh, come on. There we go, got it. That was a difficult one. Okay, we checked that one. What about that one there? No, nothing in that one either. Okay, this one? Nothing. What? Where's all the... This one is supposed to be 50% continuum. That better be 100. It is. Okay. Let's do this again. I'm gonna start with a casual 20%. Okay, that's a little on the low side. We're just getting to know the rock here. Let's try 30%. There's 30%. Okay, this is okay. It's going up slightly slow. I think we can go 35 just to speed it up a little bit. Almost in the green. We're gonna run it down to 20% when we hit the green. We're in the green. We're gonna run down to 19, 20%. 20% is too low. We're gonna jump it up to 25. A bit more. Again, it's so difficult to see anything here. Just might turn off the light here. You can actually see what I'm doing. Now we're going critical. Come on down. Yeah, that's fine. 20%, 25%, 27. Okay, fair enough. I'll take that. No, we're losing it. Back again. There we go. No, don't go critical. Go. Now this should be enough to fill up, if like 1,000, that should be enough to fill it up completely. So I think I'm actually just gonna leave the other rock and just do this one and take it with me, what I find here, because there should be a lot of continuum in this. Wait for the scan. Confirm it's at 100. It is. Right, this fragment was at 100, so all of this should be at 100. Oh, was that another? Oh, there's another one hidden down here. Oh, damn it. This is gonna be... I already started scooping, but there was another one hiding underneath it at 100%. I'm gonna be a little bit more aggressive on this one. No. Keep that there. Can't see a thing. Get the lights off so I can actually see what I'm doing. There we go.
Extraction mode on.
This looks big, this one. That should be it right here. So now we have the fragments over here. Let's see what we got. And we're gonna look for the 100% fragments first. See if we can find those. Let's one right there. Okay, we're okay on time. Hold on, I'm gonna re-chat in a second. I'm just gonna get this thing mined so that I can get out of the way, because going down to close to 12 minutes. Hey, orcs. Another 100%. Look at that. Is that... Oh yeah, there we go. 32 SCU of Continuum on board. Uh-oh, I see a ship. That's not what I'm looking for. Looking for that one, for the autopilot. Messing everything up here. We're gonna get out of here. I'm gonna get out of here quick. Not a route. School. Could be another mining ship, but I'm not taking the chance. Not with this much Continuum on board. This is a little bit too valuable. Okay. We're not safe yet. Not until we are inside the no-fire zone at Argyle 1. Yeah, sorry if there were people who wanted to mark that spot, but I didn't like it with other ships around, so I'm gonna leave it. Yeah, sorry, Simon. What were you guys saying? Ah. Yeah, okay, if it was people from the chat coming in, sorry, but we need to form the fleets up beforehand, because I can't know if it's who it is, and I've already started my scooping process, so I really just want to get that thing on board and out of here. But if there are other people on the server, we can form up. There's some real dangers in mining, I agree, Alex, in Star Citizen. It's actually quite fun. I mean, the one thing is the whole rock blowing up in your face when you try to mine it. And if you mine Continuum, there's the time aspect of it, the ship blowing up when your cargo go critical, if you're not fast enough. And then of course, because you always have the fear of other players coming in. Pull that speed limiter back a little bit. And again, when you approach stations like this, never never point directly at the station. You should never fly like that towards the station, because then you crash into it if you overshoot. You point at the empty space next to the station. So if you overshoot, well, then you just overshoot into empty space. And that's a lot more safe than crashing into a station and losing all your cargo.
Thank you, and please visit again.
Yeah, yes, you're welcome. Go ahead. Let's get ourselves a docking pad. Or landing pad. Let's go.
Please proceed to assigned landing bay.
There's our landing bay. We can pull the throttle back, pull the limiter back even further. Or use your brake sooner. Well, that would work too, I guess, but... But sometimes when you're in your hurry and your cargo is about to explode in your face, you are a little bit in a hurry. I'll lower my landing gear.
Landing gear down.
And pull that way back there. And then just gently put it down.
Engines off.
Landing complete. Have a pleasant stay.
Wait here. Exploded shields yield no cargo. That is true. Come on, door. Thank you. Oh, there's the alarm. There is some damage there on the side of the ship. We need to do a repair cycle on this ship when we come back. I don't know what I've done with it. Yeah, we're gonna do a refuel repair with it when we come back. We're just gonna... how much did we make on this last mining trip? We're just gonna head down to the refinery, then we're gonna see the final yield. But I think it's in the vicinity of like 280,000, 290,000 after we pay for the refining services and all that other stuff. Misk Prospector. Put that into storage. Go. Oh, the one trip last week. I can't remember how. I didn't do that many trips last week, but I think I ended up with maybe 500,000 or something like that. I don't know. 300, 400,000, 500,000 credits, something like that. It wasn't that much. Am I going to be streaming much longer? We just started. Well, an hour ago. Jesus, it's already been an hour. It has. Have I done rock mining? Yes, I have. Not in the latest patches, but I have done my fair share of rock mining. It used to be my main source of income before I started picking up continue mining. I mean, bringing back 200,000 every time and you don't have to deal with the refinery delays and all that other crap just makes it a little bit more convenient, I guess. But
Hi, good to have you back.
Let's go and set up an order. Yeah, the UI needs a... I mean, I think the ship selection UI, just some simple sorting would be nice. That you have all the ships at your current location at the top, for instance, would be nice. Fearon exchange. Get a quote. There we go. 3,000 yield. It's not too bad. It's actually perfect. Okay. Now that that order is running out here, you can see how it is slowly building up our SCUs. We can go and take a look at the social menu.
Hey,
That's
back
people.
again, I see. Welcome.
Party invite from Dr. Laura.
Alright?
Did that expire? What's my thought on the current state of piracy in Star Citizen? Well, whenever I encounter pirates, I usually just run. I think it's in an okay place. I mean, if you try to fight back, send me a new one, Dongle. Hold on, maybe I can find you here. Dongle Aura. Right, party. I usually just run. If you pay attention to your surroundings and you pay attention to your radar, you can get away in most situations. I've rarely been in situations where I couldn't. But if you decide to fight back, it's likely gonna be a very one-sided fight, and you're going to lose, and because they are probably coming in kitted out combat ships, and you're gonna be running around in a mining ship or something that's maybe not as intended, and there's also a very high chance that people who like to do PvP is a lot better at combat than you are. At least they're a lot better than I am. So my tactic has usually just been get out of there as fast as I can, and that has been a pretty solid tactic so far. And so I think it's okay. I mean, the last time I did PvP was, we were a group of players who've been running around doing some combat missions, and there was a hostile player that popped up, and you get like a mission for it. So you can pick up a mission where you need to go and track down the guy, and we chased him across the whole system. And for like half an hour, we kept chasing him around from planet to planet, and he was hiding on moons, and we kept looking for him. I think we ended up, more people joined. We ended up being like 6 or 7 ships to chasing this guy down. And he was a really, really good pilot. I think the fight ended up with no ships lost at all. Mainly because he was so evasive, and he was basically just trying to take pot shots at people from a distance. Because if he decided to like engage, even though he was absolutely a better pilot than any of us, the fact that we were outnumbering him 6-1 meant that he was probably not gonna come out on top of that fight. But it was super fun, even though we didn't catch him. Just having that many people trying to coordinate it across systems with different speed quantum drives, so you couldn't just, because I was in a relatively fast ship, so I couldn't just go and run ahead as fast as I could after him, because then all of a sudden I would be alone. I had to wait for the rest of the guys to catch up, and it was really, really fun actually. I really enjoyed it, even though it didn't result in us catching him, and he didn't manage to get us down either. Okay, before we head out, we're just gonna verify that we still have... Is there nowhere to properly escape as a bad guy? You can go to Grim Hex. Grim Hex is an outlaw station. Yeah, good, we checked. Look at that. Our... Why is my ship read-only? I need my Stampede modules, please. I mean, if I take it out, is it because it's damaged, maybe? Because now it should be read-only. Yeah, see, now it's not even in the menu because it's on the pad. Gonna try to pull it in again, see if we get it. I think it's because the ship is damaged. Let's see. Yeah, no, look. You can't see it for my camera. No, oh, it disappeared. It helped. There we go. So I can put a Stampede in there. But it said read-only up here in the corner before. I don't know why it was registering as read-only. Let's jump back on that one. Oh, actually, you know what I forgot? The Star Citizen code, there we go. If you're interested in picking up Star Citizen, there's a code for you in the corner. Misk Prospector. So, the two modules I have a Torpedo and a Stampede. The Torpedo lowers the rocks, when I fire that module, it lowers the rock's resistance to energy buildup. Where we at? Pad 2? Pad 2. And that means when I'm charging up energy, it lowers its resistance, meaning I can charge it up faster. The Stampede modules increases the rate at which I charge up. You know, if you saw there were like a red and a green window, it increases the rate that those windows are being filled up, so that I fill up those areas a lot quicker. The downside is, of course, when I use the Stampede, that the instability increases, meaning the rock is gonna be more likely to like have the energy levels fluctuate all over the place. Helmet check. So, but usually, because you have to spend so little time in there, it's usually worth it, I think. So let's go into this broken. As you can see here, damage there around the edges. There's some damage around the engine there. It's minor, but it's definitely there. Sammy, thanks a lot for becoming a channel member. Awesome, dude. I hope you're in chat. No, I haven't sold the the hull from last stream. I'm still just storing it in the refinery, and then I'm gonna sell it at some point. Okay.
How can Miss help you today?
Let's go and repair and refuel. Awesome, Simi. I haven't seen you write anything. Oh. Dongle, you have the option for a double kill here in chat. How is GameGlass with Star Citizen? Awesome. GameGlass actually partnered up with Star Citizen to make some official shards that has been created in collaboration with Cloud Imperial Gaming. Meaning you have much tighter integration between GameGlass and the game than you do even with Elite. And the integration with Elite is good, but the integration with Star Citizen is even better. Okay, did that fix those? Yeah, look at that. That edge there is no longer broken. And then the engine parts is no longer... I must have rammed into something at some point. Okay. Flip all the switches. Let's actually just plot ourselves around. We go. Oh. Probably also select somewhere on the surface, since we don't want to mine from orbit. Should be somewhere around here. I'm blind, can't see it. It's right there. Not around to that. And off we go. Landing gear up. I am loving this new setup. It is so fun to fly with. Oh, if Hawks are still in chat, I have to show you this setup at some point. I have to show you this, Hawks.
Please visit again.
Let me just quickly get my camera app here running so I can show you, because it's an awesome. I really like it. There we go. Get the chats back so I can actually see what you guys are saying. And then I need to get my phone. It's a little. Where did I put it? YouTube. Webcam. And then I think it is... I don't know if this is the right way. We'll see. Jump over to that camera there. Is this upside down? Yes, it's upside down. As always is. There we go. So I'm running dual sticks now. So I still have my normal stick over here with twist, pitch, yaw, roll, all that stuff over there. And then I have moving forward. So you can see here now this stick here. I don't know if you can see that in game. Moves forward. It moves me sideways from side to side, and I can use twisting it as a lift and descending that as my descent axis. And then I have access to all these panels here. For instance, all these 4 buttons here powers on main power, engines, shields, and weapons. So if I ever want to turn any specific modules on, so whenever I start the ship, I flip all those 4 switches. So you can see, I think this one is weapons, so you can see weapons are on. And if we flip the switch, weapons goes offline, and the same thing here with shields. And then look at the LEDs. I love this. So it goes red when you power off part of the ship. So that's my startup cycle, just to flip those 4 switches. I'm gonna get these things moved in closer to each other. I'm waiting for a bracket to arrive from Whirlpool. So these are gonna come out a little bit. They're gonna move up, so they're gonna be higher off the floor, and then they're gonna come in closer together with the new bracket. And then this one is my landing gear. You'll also see the LEDs, they go green when I lower my landing gear. Like this. Taking that up, meaning now my landing gear goes up. I'm really liking this. I think it's super awesome. Okay. I just wanted to show that. Yeah, it just takes a bit. This is why my flying in the last couple of live streams has been a little bit. It's been not as good as I used to, I would say, because I need to get used to the dual stick setup. But I have a bracket here which is originally intended to mount a throttle on it, but I'm gonna mount a keyboard on it instead. So I'm gonna have basically in front of the 2 panels, I'm gonna put a keyboard, and I hope I can make enough space for a floating mouse pad as well, so I can have. And then my plan is to get a wireless keyboard. I already have wireless mouse, so my plan is to get a wireless keyboard, so I can just, whenever I'm in flight mode, I can just take the 2 wireless components, put them down here, and when I don't need them, when I'm not really flying, and put it all back on the desk, and then move all this stuff out of the way, as it's all just mounted with desk clamps, so I can just unclamp them. Yeah, it usually, whenever I changed my hotel setup in the past, it always took me like 2 weeks to get used to a new setup for stick and throttle. This being so different with an omnidirectional throttle like this, I think it's going to take me a little bit longer, but I also need to actually sit down and get the flight hours in to get used to it. So I'm not expecting to be, but I think the best way to do it would actually be, instead of doing stuff like mining, which doesn't really require that much precise flying, then go and do some PvE combat or something instead, just to get used to the flight controls. Yeah, you get up close and personal with the planets when you quantum to them. I mean, it's because you intended to be able to fly to the surface from there, which you can if you want to, but often it's faster to select a city or any other point of interest on the surface and just quantum down through the atmosphere rather than flying in sublight. You know, quantum drive is actually sublight as well. There's no faster than light travel in Star Citizen. The systems have just been scaled way down in size. I think the planets are scaled down to a 1/6 of the size, and the distance between the planets has been scaled down to 1/10 of the size. So the systems are really small, the planets are really small compared to what they should be in reality. Which is a way to get around travel times, I guess. Oh, I saw someone said just wanted to have the flight controls work. My flight controls in Star Citizen and Elite is almost identical. Oh, hello. Is that a double signal right there? Right as we come in, let's turn that thing off. Let's get some lights on here. I've been editing all day. Yeah, I know the feeling when you've been sitting in the editing software for like a full day. Your brain just goes to mush, moving clips around and yeah. Let's see if are we really lucky here, just coming in, dropping in straight on top of 2 rocks. I mean, it's Quantinium for sure. Come on, mining laser. Come on. Thanks a lot for the donation. Hackies. Yeah, you're very welcome. It's only 2% in that one. Let's see if we're better here. Come on, RNGesus. Give me 50% rock. Nope, that's not 50%. That's another 2%er. Okay, let's get some altitude here so we can get an overview of the lay of the land here. What's my throttle settings? Throttle settings are actually fine. Okay, I think we're gonna fly across the open here over towards the mountains there. Nope, not that one. That button there. Gonna go down closer to the ground again. Single rock. We're just gonna go and check it. Also another single. Oh, that's just a nebula. Another single signal there. When you're flying into the dark, it's so difficult to judge your distance until you're right on top of it, basically. Another see? And my light wasn't even on. That's why I couldn't see a thing. Well, shields took that one. No, there's no music on today. It's just usually my I have this elevator music going on with in the pre-streams and after. Oh, that is actually Quantinium. Stop the ship. Opened the mining laser.
Mining mode on.
Scan the rock. Looks kind of small. Oh. Yeah. Oh, that it's not. Wow, it's almost 6,000. There's a lot of that underground then. But big window means low Quantinium. What was that? Oh right, when your speed with your mining laser open. I keep forgetting that. That's not Quantinium. That is not quantinium. A good percentage, I would say, anything above 20%, depending on the size of the rock, obviously. I mean, the bigger the rock is, the lower percentages, but I want to have something up in the 20% or above, really. Unless it's a very, very big rock, then I might go for 15, but it's really that area that I'm looking for. Of course, I would love to just have a big, heavy rock with a good percentage, yeah, obviously, but I've never seen anything. And no, that's not quantinium. We're getting close to the mountains here. We are going to go that way. There's some nice open grounds here. There's the ground. There's the ground. Hello, ground. Okay. Go over there then. Yeah, I sometimes do use the space brake, but after I have an omnidirectional throttle, I found just running it full reverse gives almost the same result in terms of braking power. I know I mean, full reverse and boost is essentially the space brake. Nope, it's not continuum. Oh, let's just go over there. We're running a little bit in circles now, so maybe check that and then go to the left. Thanks for dropping by. And thanks for the donation. Signal there. Again, only a single signal. We're looking for these double or multiple pings. I actually don't... I think I'm probably gonna be on an EU server, but I actually don't know, else I just selected best. So whatever the game determined to be the best server at the time when I logged in was the one that selected for me. Oh. No, we're gonna go for this one instead. It's more out in the open. There's another one. Single ping again. Lots of single pings. So, but from a ping perspective, it should be an EU server, but what are you? Well, not what we're looking for. We have a little string of rocks here we can go bounce between. Hold on. Oh my god, they're everywhere now. I don't even know. We're gonna take these three here. Ah, lift! Getting used to these controls. Oh my god. And that is not quantinium. What about that one over there? Oh, that one is. This one is. Hold on. Hello. Looks like a big boy too. But again, I've been fooled before. Ooh, yeah, 6,500 almost, but again, 2%. So even though it's a big rock, it only being 2% means meh.
Mining mode off.
I mean, there's no shortage of signals, that's for sure. We got plenty of options to choose from here, but it's just not Quantinium. Nope. Nope, it's not. Go to the mountain edge. Okay, we can go over to the mountains. We'll just continue over here to our right. There should be the mountains over there. We can follow those. Just gonna see what we have here. Oh. Another one out there. Ah, well, we might just take those mountains out there. Then it doesn't matter. Any mountains will do. Just keep flying in one direction. We'll hit mountains eventually. Oh, hold on. That looked like a double. Or did it fool me? I think it might have fooled me. Because I only see one rock out there now. Nothing there. It just looked like there were two pings from that one, but again, I might be wrong. Well, but it is Quantinium.
Mining mode on.
So we got. Oh yeah, this is good. 4.8 and 23. I'll take this one. This is okay. Not amazing, but it's okay. It's a good rock. It's a solid rock. So we're gonna position ourselves right at the... You can see up there on the left side, we have this distance, efficiency range measurement. Oh, there we go. We want to get in so that we are just there, basically. And then, as always, turn off the light so we can actually see the UI, or we can better see the UI, and give this everything we got. I mean, this is good enough that I'm gonna mine it at least. 23%, decent size, almost 5,000 mass. With a lucky crack, we can get some good rocks out of this one. If this one splits up evenly amongst all the fragments, then it might not be the best yield. But if we're lucky and we get all the Quantinium concentrated into 2 or maybe 3 fragments, preferably I wanted 2, ideally 1, but I think that's too much for 1. But 2 fragments would be really nice. But again, as always, when we start mining, I gotta be paying a little bit less attention to chat. Else, if you look away for just a second from this, you're gonna have something blowing up in your face. And I know from a viewer's perspective that this might not be the most thrilling gameplay to watch, but trust me, as a player, you are paying so much attention to this. You have to sit and watch that level like a hawk and just constantly make small adjustments to prevent this thing from just blowing up in your face. That one almost looks small enough that it could be... hate that they are so difficult to get a lock on. There we go. Come on, either be a lot of Quantinium or... oh yes, that's nothing in that one, that's good. And this one is also crackable. Looks small though. 3000. Okay, that's continuum in this one, but it's 100%. That's perfect. So even though it's a small chunk, there's a lot in it. So we're gonna take that power meter and put it way down. And let's see, this is so small, we're gonna be very careful with our charge levels here. What I'm actually gonna do is I'm purposely gonna move away from the rock so that my laser is less efficient. That gives me a little bit more control over the power levels. We have these small fragments here, because otherwise 1 or 2% could be the difference between it blowing up or it being too little. And it's difficult to control that accurately, but when we move away, we have slightly more control. %4 seems too little. 10% is definitely increasing, so 7. 7 is going down. Let's go back up to around 10%. Nope.
Warning. Power critical.
And keep it at 7. 7 was too little. 8%. Nah, back up to 10. See, 10 is going up, and so 8 I think is 9% maybe. You see, we only have a couple of percentage that's the difference between it going up or going down.
Warning. Power
So
critical.
what I might do is just basically let it run up and down until it's full. Okay, we got that one. Let's see. And again, what we're looking for are fragments that's either has a very high percentage. So 39, that's... It's a big fragment, so maybe we can still get some decent chunks out of it. So here we have a little bit more room to play with. You can see now we go all the way up to 20% before it begins moving. Yeah, moving further and closer is also a way to adjust it. I just have a small knob I like to set an analog dial on one of the panels. I like to sit. I think it's because if I move back and forth, I need to be careful not to get the laser off target as well. So there's one more thing I need to work on and pay attention to. With this, I only need to pay attention to the levels because I know the laser is going to stay on target. Okay, I feel like 15% should be pretty good here. Look at that. That's nice. Still going up.
Warning. Power
So
critical.
let's pull it back.
Warning. Power critical.
10%. 10% is too low, so it's somewhere in between 13%. Nope. Let's get it back up there, 17, and pull it back to 13. 13 looks good. And there's the crack. Okay, what about that one there? The top. Nothing in the one on the top. The one underneath it. Nothing in that one either. It looks like there's one underneath it as well. You can see we have that one there, which we already scanned, but it looks like there's one here that I'm having a hard time finding a log on. You can see I need that one out here. I can't really get a good... Oh. There's a log. Okay, nothing in that one either. And nothing in that one. Nothing in that one. So that means this one must be good then. Oh yeah. Oh yes. Stop drifting. Looks like we are stable. What are we at? 500 mass, so give it 20%. Yeah, 20% looks like a good place to be to start with. It's pretty slow, so we're probably gonna end up at 15 or something. Oh, that's too much. Oops, there we go. Let back up. Oh, not that much. Not that much.
Warning, power critical. Warning, power critical.
Okay, there we go.
Warning, power
Oh, whoa, 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 what's going on here?
critical. Warning, power critical.
That's gonna blow.
Warning, power critical. Warning, power critical.
Yeah. Damn it. We just lost a lot of Quantinium there. That sucks.
Extraction mode.
And I can't remember if this one was 100% when we scanned it. I feel like it wasn't. Must have been. Okay, then we had the one underneath over here that was at like 30-something%. Oh, hold on, there's a... Hold on. What's going on with the laser? Now, did that explosion kill a lot of the fragments? I have a feeling like it did. So there's this big slab there, which is nothing. Then there's... No, there's something there that's purple. That's pure aluminium. There's something there. Since we lost a lot, we're just gonna take whatever we can find that contains Quantinium and then just go with it. Yeah, I think that was all those left. That one we already scanned. That was... There was nothing in that. Can we get a rescan of it? Nah, okay. Okay, I'm gonna take what I have here, and I'm gonna put the mining laser there. And we're gonna go back with that. Ah, stupid map. flooded. How much has changed since 3.8, 3.9? Oh, a lot.
Quantum travel complete.
I can't even remember what's been added since 3.9. That's released. We had a so in between 3.8, 3.9 area, we had at least a combat overhaul, a mining overhaul, I think.
Quantum travel engaged.
That about 3.8. That's like years ago, right? We're at 3.16 now. That means you're 7 patches. That's almost 2 years ago. Oh yeah, we have bombs now. That's right. We have medical gameplay. Oh Jesus, yeah. Power triangle, missiles operations, bunch of new ships, medical gameplay. We'll have hospitals all over the system. Not in the Robot Nightmare, sorry. hate the quantum travel mechanics. Way too clunky. I actually find it to be okay. I do like in Elite that you have more freedom to fly where you want, where this is a little bit more autopilot.
Quantum travel complete. Quantum travel engaged. Quantum travel complete.
Got visitors in there. Turn up the speed. Yeah, I know, Christopher, you can stop your quantum bit jump, but it's still a little, that part of it is a little clunky. That if I wanted to go, for instance, a while back, I tried to see if you could fly into Stanton. What would happen if you just kept flying close and close to Stanton? And to do that, I had to jump to a target and then find something that was located close to Stanton, but not behind it, and then quantum there to got closer. And I keep up to quantum between different targets until I got close enough. That was a little clunky. But for everyday flying around, I mean, in the majority of cases, you want to fly to a point of interest, and you can just quantum to the points of interest. So, in normal gameplay, I don't see that's a big issue. But again, if you wanted to do exploration, I mean, if you wanted to go and explore a planet, it's a little bit more difficult, as I can't just quantum to a specific spot on a planet. And I have to go and actually go to a point of interest and then fly there manually. Oh, there we go. Alarm went off. We have 8 minutes. Should be fine though.
Please proceed to assigned landing bay.
Landing gear down.
Landing gear down.
It's not like that alarm is stressful at all.
complete. Have a pleasant stay.
Play games with me now, doll. A guy who landed on top of Stanton. He flew for over 3 weeks. Well, okay, so one of the problems is with going to Stanton, because I tried. One of the problems is the Stanton, like the point where the light, the actual model, where you see the light coming from, is not at the same point as a quantum beacon. So you can't just fly towards the quantum beacon. Don't see how a rock that's being stable on the planet, because I don't know. I guess it kind of gets refined, or I don't know. Maybe it's temperature sensitive. I guess you could have temperature controlled cargo holds then. I don't know. I don't ask questions. I just work here. No, I get your point. Like, why is a rock, when it's happy sitting on the surface, the moment it gets into a cargo hold, it's all wonky and wants to blow up in your face. I see your point, and why does it then all of a sudden become stable again when it goes into a refinery? Yeah. But the gameplay around it is fun. Maybe not as scientifically accurate, but fun. Yeah, I know there's a lot of objects missing. They actually put it off center to avoid collisions on purpose, while they're still working on it.
Finding everything all right?
Is there a mining ship out there with an in-ship refinery? No, not yet. There will be one, but the refinery is only going to be able to refine into fuel, and not the type of refinery we're doing here, where we're refining into cargo. So quantinium, which is what we're mining, is being refined into quantum fuel, which we use for our quantum drives. Fearon exchange. Yes, go. Yes, I am aware. The Orion, is that gonna have a refinery that's... Yeah, okay, so the Odyssey will have a refinery, but that's gonna be a fuel-only refinery. That can take quantinium, raw quantinium, and turn it into quantum fuel. So you can basically use it as a refueler. So you can refuel yourself by mining quantinium. But it's not gonna be able to refine it into cargo. But the Orion will see... People seem to say that the Orion will have an actual refinery. But the Orion is also so big that you're not gonna take that planet side if you want to mine. That's gonna end in tears. We have time for one more? We have time for one more, I think. validate that we still have enough modules on board our ship. See, there I go. It's read only. Select the ship. Okay, there we go. Okay. We have torpedo, stampede, so that's good. Yeah, I know. The Odyssey is gonna be an exploration ship first. Looks like it's gonna be an awesome ship, the Odyssey. Helmet check. Jesus said, what spec PC are you running? If you go exclamation mark specs, spec or specs, I can't remember, in chat, then the bot will list all the components I have for you. Is it specs with an S? There we go. It was. And if you want to see frame rates, I can move myself down there. And
Hello, how can Miss help you today? Systems on.
why is this not working? Aw, I used to have this overlay, but of course today it's not working.
Systems off.
I put that, but it's probably too small to read that. But it's currently sitting at around 24 frames per second, so not amazing.
Hello, how can Miss help you today? Systems on.
This is the map.
Thank you, and please visit again.
There's our destination. Let's go.
Landing gear up.
Yeah, exactly. Nightmare says that the Odyssey will be a small space station for like long-range, self-sufficient journeys. Yes, it will. It will probably have. It looks like it's gonna have the biggest ship-based hangar yet. At least for the flyable ships, it's gonna be bigger than what we have on the Carrack. It's gonna be bigger than what we have on the 890, and it's also gonna have a dedicated vehicle garage. We do have that on both the Carrack and the 890 as well. But then, of course, also the tractor beam, the mining laser, the refinery, yeah, it's gonna be a big boy ship. Yes, but I'm playing in 4K. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if we're gonna see the Odyssey come around the same time as Pyro, the next system they're gonna open up. As Pyro is intended to be less inhabited than Stanton, so that could be interesting. Well, that 3,000 plus 12. Or almost with a decent hold to this time around, we should get up to around 5,000 units, I think. Find.
Complete.
So that's just gonna be just shy of 500,000. I haven't really done the jump town yet. I don't know. I'm mainly here for the spaceships and not that much the combat side of it. I mean, space-based combat maybe, but I'm not good at first-person shooters. Let's put it that. What am I using these days to transport the goods after refining? I recently got myself a Taurus. Of course, I bought it and upgraded it right before 316. I don't know what I was thinking, but I upgraded it right before 316. So I still have the ship, but the quantum driver was buying an upgraded quantum drive for it, which is, of course, now gone. But, no, using a Taurus so I can carry around 17... no, not around. I can carry exactly 17,400 units of Quantinium.
Quantum travel complete.
Okay. Oh.
Landing gear down.
There you go. Messing around with my landing gear deeper here. I think that might be a double spawn. They'll look like it at least. Oh, so my light's on right now. Gonna try not to crash into the ground this time. Gonna go very slowly towards it. Sitting here, flashing my headlights until I can see the surface. Nothing. We're 2 kilometers out. Almost, at least. There we go. Lights are on. We got
Mining mode on.
not too big a window. It's still 6%, but it's not enough. Oh, that's a tiny window. 16%. Oh, that's right on the edge whether I want to mine that or not. Ah, screw it. Here we go. Let's take it. So we don't have to waste, I don't know how much time running around looking for a rock. Let's just take what we got. Full power, lights off so we can see anything on the UI. Let's go with our torque. Still loving the Virtual? Yes, I am actually in the process of doing a complete overhaul of my setup with even more Virtual stuff. Waiting for a bracket to arrive, but it's in back order, so I don't know. I hope it's gonna be here in January sometime. And then there will be a video out on it. I've recorded like 80% of the video is done, already recorded, edited. I just need the last 20% and I can't record that until I have that bracket. So waiting for that to arrive. Okay, here we go. Almost there. No, stop that. It's not that unstable. Or unstable. Sorry. We are in the green. Pull it back. Pull it back. Way back. Don't do that. Okay. Decent crack there. Let's take the fragments here one at a time. Let's hope we got them in a decent bunch here. Let's see. 27, that's okay. It's not perfect, not great, but it'll do. Whoops. Go. Very aggressive here. See if I can get as much out of that stampede module as possible. Okay, I didn't get anything out of it. Again, I need light solve so I can actually see the... I really hope they're gonna fix this soon so that this UI is becoming more readable again. Because it's so difficult to see. Okay. Let's see what else we got. What is that weird looking chunk there? Nope, that's a big window, nothing in that. It's always the ones here at the bottom, isn't it? Yeah, look at that. It's always the ones down here that contains all the quantinium. And they are so difficult to scoop up afterwards. I'm almost tempted to purposely overcharge it a little bit to spread the rocks out. Or maybe try to push them around. I don't know. That might actually be a... I think I have actually tried. Can we do that? Can we push them around with the ship? We're gonna try that here when we are done cracking this thing open. %. Whoops. Get that light off again so I can see something. 18% was way much, so go for 14. It's increasing with 14. No, oh! Pull it back down to 8%. 8% looks good. Nice and stable at 8. Almost. Give it a little bit. Pull it back to 9% maybe. Nope. Don't overcharge it. And there's a crack. Really pressing. Are you... They actually closed an issue entirely about the Prospector UI with the comment, it is fine, so it is intended to be unreadable. That seems silly. %. Nah. Where's the quant at? Quant is here. I haven't done any real mining out in the Halo in the last couple of patches, so I don't really know what the state is out there. I mean, surely they can't be serious that this is as it intended to be. Because the way the UI is right now, it is... I mean, the UI itself is fine. It's just that progress bar needs to be more readable. Everything else is fine. Like, the power meter on the other side is fine. We'll probably change that too so that it matches, but... Oh, no, that's the wrong way. Keep it nice and stable there in the center. Keep it stable. Don't run away from me. This one is not too bad. Got this one. There we go. Crack it open. Okay, that should be the last one. Then we can begin scooping. Oh, we got more. So it's spread out between pretty much all the fragments, which is exactly what you do not want. It means there's a lot more stuff to crack, and it means that there's going to be lower quality what we bring back. With this being a low percentage to start with, I'm not expecting good results in terms of cargo, as we're going to have to pick up a lot of byproducts from this hole, I think. But we're going to spend a little bit more time scooping this time, so we can look for some decent quality rocks before we decide what we're going to scoop. So to start with, I'm going to scoop everything I find over 50%. And then we're going to come back and do a second pass until the cargo hold is full. There we go.
Extraction mode on.
Let's see, everything over 50% we're going to scoop up right away. Nothing there. Actually, I'm gonna start with that clump over here that's easy to access. See what we have. 64%. Gonna scoop that. But get anywhere over 1500 or 15 SCU of Continuum in this one, then I think I'm gonna be very happy. Oh. Should probably point at the rock I actually want to scoop. Scanning, scanning. This one can't contain that much. Nope, it's nothing. Bunnies are being noisy in the background. See what this one contains. And 20. Okay, so we have a 20% rock. We're gonna keep that there for now while we go and investigate. Look at that, 100%. That's more like it. What was that? I don't see anything on the radar. Was that someone target locking me? Yeah, that did sound like a target lock. Incoming call. I don't hear a thing. Oh, it's definitely someone here. I hear engines. Yeah. Let's just, while he's playing around here, set ourselves an escape route. There we go.
Contact received. Quantum mode off.
And we're out.
Quantum travel complete.
I don't know if it's a stream sniper or what it is, but regardless, we're gonna run. That's why I put 4 pips, all pips over to shields.
Engaged.
Yeah, I have a feeling we're looking at a stream sniper too. He's probably not gonna make himself known in the chat because he knows if he does, he's gonna get banned. But guess he can be tough in game. Yeah, but that's my point. Somebody asked about the state of PvP. Well, if people come and fight you, even though I'm in a mining ship, an unupgraded mining ship, the only thing that was going to be that's been upgraded on the ship is my mining laser. So all I did was when I heard that thing, when I heard someone target lock me and I couldn't see him on my radar, I thought, okay, I'm gonna move my pips over to shields as a defensive measure. And when I saw the guy, I thought, I'm gonna make sure I have an escape route. So I immediately plotted the route out of here, so I had some points to jump to safety. Now the question is if he's gonna try to follow us, so I'm gonna go with a rather aggressive approach in towards Argyle 1 because I wanna get into the no-fire zone as quickly as possible. Because he could have a faster quantum drive, and if he's watching the stream, he will know where I'm going. So there's a chance that he's actually sitting here with a faster quantum. Yeah, I did manage to grab some quant, not that much, it's gonna be a small haul, but I would rather take a small haul than a destroyed ship. No, that was not an NPC. Did you see how he was flying right up in front of it and he was wiggling his ship back and forth to kind of try to wave? That was not an NPC, that was a player. 100%.
Quantum travel complete.
Don't think he's here. Now that we are out of harm's way, at least for now, we're gonna put pips over to engines until we are inside the no-fire zone.
Quantum travel engaged. Quantum travel complete.
Someone's there. I think that's just someone who's docked at the station. We're not inside the no-fire zone yet. There we go. No-fire zone achieved. Let's pull the space brake here. There we go. Nice and safe. Oh, we still have a comms with him. Look at that. He's right behind me.
Shield under attack.
And here we go again. Pips over to shields. Come on, station guns. Just getting some decent shots in.
Shield failure. Hydrogen fuel at 75%.
Got me. Oh well, didn't get that last hole in, but we only got, I think we managed to get it up to 3, 4, 5 SCU. Yeah, the same, so like sometimes these station guns does nothing. I don't know why. But we probably, in hindsight, what we probably should have done was on our way to the point, we should have killed our quantum drive, and then we should have gone somewhere else. Because if he was assuming we were going, I mean, then we would have known if he was stream sniping. Because if I've stopped and then took a detour to, let's say, Hurston, for instance, if he showed up at Hurston as well, then we would have known he was stream sniping. What does he get out of it? Nothing. No, we don't know if he was stream sniping, guys. I mean, people mentioned in chat that they've been dealing with this guy before, so he is a known pirate. Okay, there we go. And there we go. Come on. Not loading in again. But I can now see that we are so lucky to actually no. I don't know. I don't think it's loading in again for some reason. I feel like the station gun should need an upgrade when you ride a no fire zone. I can't remember where I set my spawn point. I think it did say Everest Harbor. That's probably right. Bruno, nothing. No, I mean it's part of the it's part of the dangers of mining that you are an obvious target, right? Right, we're still in our medical gowns, so we're gonna have to just check where we are at. We're probably at... Yeah, we're over at Hurston now. No, I think what I'll actually do, well, now that we are at Hurston anyway, is first of all see if we have some clothes here. I can't remember what I have. Okay, we actually have a number of undersuits here. So I'm just gonna get rid of the medical gown. Come on. Get rid of the medical gown. There we go. Get that one in there. See, we have a helmet over here. We have multiple helmets over here. Put that one on. There we go. Now we have that. Matthew, yes, he did. But what I wanted to do was, now that we are at Hurston, I think I'm actually missing some. Let me check here. Yeah, we could do some of these, certifications because I did after the 3.16 update. They reset. I think we still have the rank, right? Yeah, so we still have the rank, but they reset the certificates, so we need to do the certificates again. So I think what I'll do is I will take Call to Arms, and I will take my tracking permit. There we go. And of course it's all the way at Crusader. It always is. Yeah, there wasn't a full reset at 3.16. 3.15 I think was a full reset. And let's see, Super Hornet. Valkyrie for stream sniping. Valkyrie, yes, PvP is absolutely a part of the game, and as also said multiple times, it's definitely also a part of mining, but stream sniping is not. I think that's actually... Oh, did it arrive? Sounded like it. Oh, this one is already here. Yeah, I know, Pressy. I don't know if I want to do that. These elevators are not... Oh, there we go. It was actually a working one here. Oh, that was the other one. Oh, I forgot what pad we were on. Pad 3. Yeah, it's a long way to the pads here. Oh, helmet check. Nice. Go.
All systems online.
Where is this? It's down here. Yeah, there we go. Haven't even checked if the ship will have quantum fields to make it all the way. We'll see. That's a lot of bounces. Oh, did we have enough fuel? Yes we did. Nice.
Thank you, and please visit again.
Quantum drive is now on.
Alright, it's gonna be a bit of a trip out to Crusader.
Landing gear raised.
Spinner, we're just doing some quick certificates because I haven't done them in 316 yet. NPCs. We're just doing some certificates while we were at Hurston anyway. Yeah, the danger aspects of mining, I think it's fine the way it is. I mean, in the majority of cases, you can run. And William, not even sure if we're in the same server anymore. Yeah, that's a good. I mean, it might be worth checking out the Halo. I mean, if you want to mine in more safety, you can go out into the Halo because then you're doing random dropouts in a in a very large area spanning. I can't remember how wide the Halo is. I want to say it's approximately 1 million kilometers or 15 or 1.5 million maybe wide. So you're dropping out in a relatively big area, and that means it is very unlikely anybody's going to find you out there. So if you want to be more, then you're only really exposed going in and out of stations. Problem with the Halo also is, I mean, I can't remember. We can look at the map here. That would actually be doable. We can see the... It's not easy with the quantum here in the back, but you can kind of see the belt here. And it looks like it is about the same distance if you fly Argyle 1 to ArcCorp and then into the moon as it would be to go out into the belt. I can't remember the distance from Argyle 1 to but it looks like it would actually be approximately the same distance, so if you could get some decent quantity. But I think the problem I've had with the times I've been out in the Halo, yeah, exactly, as Lenny says, the value out there is lower. You're not going to find as much continuum as you are in other situations. Like if you go in there, so it's a balancing act. Less profit, safer. I don't know. Did I finish the Winking Cat treasure hunt? Yes, I did. I finished all 6 steps of it. It was, I think it was pretty good. It's one of the better events Frontier's done, especially because it could be done solo, and there were brute forcing steps, but they weren't that bad. I mean, it was often just you had to brute force through one system and scan. So worst case, I think, was like, was it 13 planets or something you had to scan? So it's definitely doable. The rewards are nice, some cosmetics and some decent credits. So overall, yeah.
Quantum drive is now off.
Which mining is more fun, Star Citizen or Elite? It depends. Lately I've been doing way more mining in Star Citizen than in Elite.
Quantum drive is now on. Quantum drive is now off.
If you did ask for ransom, would I have paid? That depends on the ransom. That depends how much he asked for, I think. If he was asking for, like, I don't know, something that was way higher value than what I was carrying in the ship, then probably not. But if he was asking for something that was a reasonable amount of what I would usually bring home and that I already had on board, then probably yes. But if he comes and say, hey, give me $1 million or blow up, like, yeah, go ahead, blow me up then. The rebuy cost of this is a few thousand, so you do that.
Quantum drive is now off.
Where are we going next?
Quantum drive is now off. Quantum drive is now off.
Why did I decide to go dual stick? I wanted to try something different. Been flying HOTAS for like 6 years, and now I wanted to try dual stick instead. So far I'm liking it. There's some comforts that you get used to when you're flying with a HOTAS setup rather than a HOSAS setup. Mainly the fact that, I mean, you have to now sit and hold the throttle down, but you can often get away with that by just using cruise control, at least in Star Citizen. It's a little bit more difficult in Elite. Hold on. I think I did not actually activate the mission correctly, did I? Accepted missions. Tracking. Track. There we go. I was also, as Bush is doing here, I was considering going 2 sticks at a throttle, but the only thing I wanted on the throttle is the side of the throttles. It's here. The side of the throttle has this lever here, which I used to use for Oh, hold on.
Okay. Okay.
Better pay attention here.
Okay.
So this is gonna be one of the first times I'm actually taking this out for combat. So sorry for my
Target destroyed.
flying here, but this is very low risk target, so it shouldn't be too much of a. It turns so much quicker with this.
Shields hit. Ballistics low. Target destroyed.
Oh right, I haven't updated the loadout on this. It still has some of the ballistic weapons on here, I can see. Are all hardpoints fixed? No, you can. Let's see, is it there? Now they are in gimbaled mode. I don't, of course, don't have any targets left, but there are options to put it into gimbaled. And the cool thing is, as you can see, I can sit and just swap between them as I see fit. My question is, can I get the next certificate right away? I mean, it's not ideal since I still have. That's the next tracking permit. Hopefully it's not too far. It's out on Microtech. Okay, I'm not gonna go to Microtech to kill one target. I don't want to go all the way out there. I need to get this thing upgraded though, but that's gonna be some other time because I still have the ballistic weapons on. And you run out of that real quick. I want to run all lasers, all laser repeaters. No, I actually don't want to put this there. I want to put this thing back at Hurst, and then I'm gonna find something else back at Everest Harbor, because that's where I usually do my combat from. Oh, can we just sneak past here? Nope. Maybe if I... Because it looks like it was... right on the edge. That's obscured. Okay, great. Am I using something like a touch portal or GameGlass? Not in the current setup. I used to, but I'm gone over to all physical buttons. So that was Jesus. This map needs an update as well. Let's try to jump to one of the other moons, and then we're gonna drop out on the halfway point there. Go. Back to more person. There we go. But no, I used to use the GameGlass. But again, as I said, I've gone over to all physical buttons. Hello. GameGlass is really great, especially because you can run it on pretty much anything. Anything with a touchscreen, if you want. I guess you can use it without a touchscreen, but it makes more sense with a touchscreen. So it's obviously, if people already have a tablet around, it's a very cheap solution to go with, compared to going with control panels with physical buttons. But there's just something about, you know, sitting and flipping switches to power on your ship and all that. There's just something satisfying about it. Yeah, exactly. The people asking about gimbal. So the way gimbaled and fixed weapons come in works in Star Citizen is some hard points, not all of them, but some hard points comes with a gimbal, and that means, let's say you have a size 4 hard point. If you put a gimbal on it, then the weapon you fit is a size 3. So you go down one size category. So you fit smaller weapons for going with gimbal weapons, but you can just remove that gimbal altogether and go pure fixed. So you have the option to have a gimbal mount on your weapons. If you do so, you have the option to lock them in a fixed position or use the gimbal, depending on your the situation, or you can remove it altogether and then fit a bigger weapon. Can you synchronize the switches with Star Citizen? Yeah, you can. You can. I'll show you here. So you can see here, one of the things I've done here. If you go in here, key bindings, advanced control settings, and let me see here. Vehicle, where did they put that? Vehicle. No. I'm looking for all the power settings. Vehicle targeting, target cycling, target hailing, flight radar, vehicle scanning, turret, vehicle weapons, shield and countermeasures. Can't remember where it is. It is somewhere, obviously. On foot all, EVA all, lights, flight power. Oh, flight power. There we go. Of course. So you can see in here that it has set power on and off, and it has for all the different elements. You can either have a toggle, so you can just have a single button you press that will then toggle it on and off. But what I have done here is I have used the set on or set off. And because it's a switch that I have, and that means it's either active in one position or in the other position. So you can see the switch here used for power is button number 28 and 27. 27 is when it is to, let me see here, is to the left, and 28 is to the right. So now I can just sit and switch between on and off by using switches, which is a super neat system, I think. Best mining ship to get into as a new player. I would say, I mean, there is only the Prospector. That is the mining ship. Yeah, the same thing with the power triangles. You can see it down here on the lower left-hand corner right now. It's set to all weapons, and just like in Elite, you have basically weapons up in that corner. You have engines down in this corner, and you can move it around inside this area as you see fit. But you also have options to put full power to one, full power to another, or whoever you want to. Yeah, okay, so there is the mole, but the mole is, while it can carry more, it's also a lot more expensive. So I wouldn't really consider the mole a good starting mining ship. So as a new player, I probably would not consider the mole. And to be honest, and this might be a slightly controversial opinion, even for group mining, I actually think that you are better off flying a fleet of 3 prospectors than a single mole. Right? And there are many reasons for that. Because if you are mining Quantinium, there's a very good chance that you're not gonna be able you're not going to be able to fill up the mole completely with Quantinium, and you have to head back when you're done with 1 or 2 rocks, because otherwise you're going to explode. So, even though the mole has 3 lasers, and it has 3 times the cargo as a prospector, when you mine a rock or Quantinium, if it's more than can be in 1 prospector, you just put it into 2 prospectors, and you send those 2 prospectors back to refine, and the 3rd one can then stay out and keep looking, meaning there's a good chance that when those 2 prospectors come back, that the 3rd one has then already found the next rock. Maybe he's already mining it, and there's someone who can pick up the scrap and go directly for the next haul. So you're going to be using your time a lot more efficient by spreading out. You don't have to send 3 people back every time you are mining. So yeah. That's also a very good point. You're also multiplying your risk. Oh, here we go again. I guess it's the same guy who's been following the stream again. Wow, frame rates. Yeah, I know. I wasn't planning to go all the way out there for the mission. Oh, are we out completely? We might have run out completely. Oh well, I thought we would have enough to just do a quick jump out, but it seems we actually did run out. Yeah, we ran out completely. Oh well. See, no fuel. Anyway. How far away is the planet? There's the station, there's the station. Everest Harbor, 10,000 kilometers. So, what would that take in sublight? Let's see. 10,000 divided by around 1,200 meters a second. Oh, 1.2, sorry. 1.2. That's seconds. That's minutes. About just over 2 hours. Are you in the same server, Presley? Yeah, 2.5 hours if I wanted to fly back. Oh, I didn't want to hail you, sorry. Misclick. Yeah, we gotta get Pressy out here to pick us up. Where are you at, Pressy? Let's see if I... Did I set up... I thought I set up my... I set up GameGlass, but maybe I didn't. I did GameGlass, sorry. Oh, Pressy was clearly close. I'm gonna slow down, Pressy. I'm gonna let you fly in. I'm just gonna go towards you very slowly. Is GameGlass useful in this game? Very much so. Oh, Lay Radio. Hello, guys. What are you flying? Oh, you're right, a Star Runner. Perfect. Though I don't think the hangar on the Star Runner is big enough for me to actually go and park this thing, so I'm just gonna abandon the ship and EVA over. Oh, let's just get the ship from the side with all the lights so we can actually see. Look at that, beautiful ship. Okay, park it here. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, I'm on board. There we go. We're closed up. Ready to go. Yeah, I checked my helmet before we left. Bridge is this way, yes. Missing a seat here. Taking the gear up. I don't think I have any... No, I don't have any kind of controls from the co-pilot seat. No, that thing wouldn't have fitted. Look how wide that thing is. And look at that tiny hang. I don't think I could have gotten it in there. I wonder where... where are we going? Oh, there we go. I think he's plotting her up now. You can go and take a look at the rest of the ship. Right, light switch. Nice. Oh, I probably should get a seat. One thing they've added is if he begins to fly too violently while I'm walking around, I'm gonna get thrown on the ground. So I better get in a seat. How much does the ship cost? I can't remember how much is the Star Runner. Did we lose Pressy? Is he still here? Oh, there we go. Missing some sound effect here. Yeah, there's a graphical glitch. His seat is behind us right now. Is it only 4.9 for Mercury Star Runner? 4.9, 5 million in game. That's not bad. That landing gear that's constantly flashing. $5 million for Mercury Star Runner is not bad, to be honest. Gary says, trying to use GameGlass for Elite, but you can't figure out where to go to create an account. For GameGlass, you can go to gameglass.d2ea.com. That should take you right to their sign-up page. Is Everest Harbor? Yeah, Everest Harbor's fine. Any place is fine. That's not empty vacuum of space. Can't remember. Did I set up GameGlass after I did my settings? I did a complete rebind of everything. Head tracking, Toby. Gaze-based target selection is set to on. Where is the settings again for starting and stopping the... Is it under key bindings? I can never remember. Here we go. It is under head tracking. Enable head tracking. I clearly put this someplace completely different. Recenter. I'm on input 4. Okay. I'm gonna rebind it over here. That makes more sense, and that's where I have it in Elite. So, there we go. So now I should have head tracking. Maybe. Nope. Oh well. Use the mouse then to figure out why that's not working. I always get lost. Habitation, servers, reaction. Or, no, recreate. Servers. I think it's servers. And then you run through the server room, and then you go to cargo. There we go. Yeah, that's it. Thanks a lot for the ride. Whee, we're back. I don't think he's coming with us. Maybe he's leaving. I don't know. Well, the ramp is up again at the back. So he's probably running back towards the... See if he's taking off. No pressure. I think I'm gonna call the stream. Just gonna head down to the lobby and start the claim process for the Super Hornet. And because it's actually midnight here now, so I better get some sleep. And I have some thumbnails need to do for video that needs to be uploaded. So, as I said, we're gonna call the stream here. There's not gonna be any streams, more streams this week or next week. Me and the wife is taking a little getaway here over New Year's, meaning that there's not gonna be any streams, and there's also means there's gonna be no Hello Dave. There was no Hello Dave yesterday, and there's not gonna be a Hello Dave next week either. I do have, as I also said like last week, it's gonna be less videos here over Christmas and New Year's. So I do have some videos uploaded that I'm going to go and release here later this week. But you should probably not expect a lot of activity on the channel next week, as I will be away. But yeah, I really hope you enjoyed it. I had a lot of fun. Oh, we still have the Star Rod out there. Oh, that's a beautiful view. We got some good hauls in. Oh, there we go. I think he's trying to fight us here. But no, as I said, I have a video coming out later this week, and it's just going to be something very simple. It's going to be just going ahead and upgrading, buying a new ship and upgrading it in Star Citizen. So for existing players, that maybe not the most, that maybe not be that much new information, but I made it in order to hopefully help clarify some of the misconceptions there's about Star Citizen. A lot of people who don't play the game seem to think that you can only get ships by paying real life money for them. They can't be bought or can't be upgraded in game. So to kind of help clarify that, I decided to make a video on just, you know, going out, buying a new ship, buying some modules for it, getting it outfitted, that kind of stuff. That's going to come out later this week. And there's also going to be a video over on Cosmic Curiosity, which is my space and astrophysics channel, where I'm going to be looking at my new lightweight portable star tracking setup. I decided to try and piece together a star tracking setup for taking with me on the go. If you want to get out of the city, you don't want to carry a lot of heavy equipment with you. So I tried to make something that was small and light enough that you could put it in a backpack and just throw that on the back and then go out. And I think that's gone pretty well. But that video is going to be out over on Cosmic Curiosity. So if you are interested in that, head over to Cosmic Curiosity and subscribe over there so you'll have that video as well. But yeah, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. I had a lot of fun. Hope you did as well. And Happy New Year to all of you, because I probably won't see you before the other side of New Year's. But until then, I'll see you guys in space.